September 15th, 2020, 6:48 p.m. This is episode 1017. Alright, we're talking about wildfires and science here. Donald Trump does not know science. He is not good with science. And then he went to California and he said that he doesn't think science knows what is happening. Oh, Mr. Bone Spurs, let's nuke a hurricane. Let's redirect a hurricane with a Sharpie. Let's stare at an eclipse. What's all the other stuff? I forget. You can't remember them all. Let's prick the forest. Idiot. Donald Trump is an idiot. He is stupid. He should just stop talking. I mean, Donald Trump, I wrote this in the blog. He does not know what he doesn't know. He doesn't understand not knowing stuff. You know, he doesn't understand his own ignorance. There are things that we are all ignorant on. There are things that are out of our wheelhouse. All of us have that. You know, none of us is an expert on everything. Donald Trump thinks he is. Donald Trump thinks he gets all the science. He thinks he understands medicine. He thinks he understands all the climate stuff, which he thinks is a Chinese hoax. The virus is a Democrat hoax. Yeah, climate change is a Chinese hoax. So, and lacking any ability of being humble, he will look at experts who spent their entire life on stuff like studying viruses or climate change or forest management, and look at them and tell them that they're wrong. And yeah, you can think, oh, what a hero, what motive, look at somebody tell them that they're wrong, but he doesn't know what he's talking about. And Donald Trump is wrong on everything. Everything. Every fucking thing. Donald Trump is wrong on he's always wrong. So, and he's an idiot. He's just really stupid. I don't think science understands what is happening. That's like saying that gravity doesn't exist, you know? And if somebody asks him, he'll probably tell you gravity doesn't exist. God, probably tell you the earth is flat. Donald Trump is a fucking idiot. We got a couple of comments. Let's go ahead and do some of these comments. I'm going to get back to this cartoon and some of this stuff. As you see with the cartoon, I said let's do the comments. So I went back and forth with my proofreaders because while I was drawing this cartoon, and I started late, like 7:30, one of my proofreaders kept finding things that I should change with the text. Some little stuff that she thought made it present itself better, and I agreed. And even though I hated doing it because it was a huge pain in the ass, because this much lettering at this size is just brutal. And so I kept going back to do it. And then she kept finding other little things. And then we went back and forth on light bulb, where there's one word, 2 words. And she told me it had to be one word, and I told her I think it needs to be 2 words. And all the media sources I looked at says 2 words. And then I finally looked up the AP style book, and she was right, it was 1 word. But then she said you can do whatever you want, but I had already changed it, so it's like and I left it. So, but AP style 1 word. But I noticed that CNN used it in 2 words. So, but this wasn't for CNN. And several other media outlets, not just little ones, some big ones use it as 2 words. So it's like there's nobody look at the AP style way. So anyway, I actually looked up light bulb before I did the cartoon, just so I can know what I was doing. I did the same thing with windmill, and I looked up one other word too. I can't remember which one it was. Which one was it? It was in airplanes. I knew how to spell airplanes. There was something else that I did look up. I can't remember which one it was. This is so brutal. And this was the windmill panel and the airplane panel. I didn't really know how I was going to draw those. I didn't know. So those were the last 2 because the wheels were still turning in my head for those. I told you we'd do some shout outs. Let's do the shout outs. William Bednar says the only similarity between Churchill and Trump is a cigar ash. Robert Cortino says some are born to greatness, others achieve greatness, and then there are those who have greatness thrust upon them. W. Shakespeare, Twelfth Night, spoken by a character who is mocked incessantly by his fellow servants. And in case you're a Republican, that W in W. Shakespeare stands for William. I think. TJ comes back, didn't delete this comment. He says that Trump is truly more like Hitler or Mussolini. then why did Mueller's whole team destroy and wipe clean of data about 30 of their cell phones? TJ, those are two different things. Trump being like Hitler or Mussolini wouldn't have anything to do with the Mueller team and what they did. It wouldn't. Two separate things. And if Mueller's team totally wiped out all the data from those cell phones, it would not distract about what a horrible, vile, ugly person Donald Trump was. Totally unrelated things. They don't really touch each other with this. Being a vile person. I mean, you could be a rapist, and if someone down the street bashes in windows with baseball bats, it doesn't change the fact that you are a rapist, you know? I just don't think you can understand that, TJ. So I'm trying to explain something to you, taking the horse to the water, but I can't make him drink. And in your case, I can't make you think. But I'm going to get out on this limb with you that Mueller's team intentionally wiped out the data on these 30 cell phones. Because it is suspicious. For them to do that, totally. They probably did it. And you know what? Good for them. Yeah, it's illegal, but hey, man. What about her emails? If Donald Trump's team wiped out 30 cell phones, all the data on them, you wouldn't give a shit. You really wouldn't care a rat's ass. You care about who does it. That's all you care about. You don't care about what crimes are being committed. You care about who's doing the crimes. But you know what? Mueller's team wiping out those 30 cell phones, I think they should have done that. Where's Vindman today? What about all the other people who testified against Trump? What about the people who investigated Trump doing their fucking job? They were all punished. All their careers were destroyed. Mueller's team probably protected a lot of individuals by doing that because they see how this Justice Department is basically working as Donald Trump's hit squad, a bunch of goons. So, yeah, they protected them. I totally support them wiping out the data off those cell phones. And it's the wrong thing to do, but they did it for the right reason. Because the Justice Department is nothing but a bunch of fucking goons. You know why? Because Donald Trump is more like Hitler and Mussolini. So, alright, thanks for watching, everybody. And TJ, that does not mean we're going to spend the entire week on this one subject, okay? Alright. I mean, you keep talking about it, but I'm not going to address it every time. But I just helped you out with that one. That one time. Come back tomorrow. Goodbye.